before?
Jordan's gonna have to wave to us when he wants to come back in.
Yeah, or something.
Oh wait, I got the thumbs up, and he waved. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the inevitable. Wait, I can't get to the button. Jordan Friday live today and today only.
It's King Friday to you. How's it going?
Oh my
We're gonna get this streaming down one day,
Dude,
maybe
we are a
eventually.
technology company, if you can believe it. But
Okay.
my lord,
Why is
LinkedIn-
RTP
Jordan,
so hard?
What did you do? Because
so-
YouTube just went live.
Yeah, because
Here's
here's the thing. To me, when you have a streaming platform, for all intents and purposes, it should really just be you hit go live and it is live everywhere. But YouTube, you have to hit the button unless you change it in the settings to not preview. LinkedIn will not allow you to not preview.
Yeah,
So I fixed it
in YouTube
so
too.
good.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I always forget that.
but yeah,
That only actually
LinkedIn-
happens though in certain applications.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure certain apps can actually override that. I don't know how, but
Yeah, and LinkedIn pisses me off, man. It's
LinkedIn is the worst for streaming.
Mr. Borden, if you are listening to this, put us in touch with somebody at LinkedIn who we
Good
can
Lord.
tell them how to fix their live streaming product.
Well, because again, it's if you make a event. Here's the thing: if you did not make an event ahead of time and you just stream to the platform, you will have no problems at all. None.
Yeah.
If you want to stream ahead of time, you want to make the event and then stream to it with a platform that isn't doing custom RTMP, then now everything falls apart. That's the problem. Is that if we just did custom RTMP, there'd be no issues. But as soon as we try to say use the API to do backwards compatibility through and through, that's what goes wrong. So anyway, but we're here now. We're here. We're ready to go. Caffeinated.
We're live
Let's
now.
go.
I got my caffeine in a cup. I'm ready to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of caffeine and drinks and what we're drinking, show us
Out of a
what's on
mix.
your desk. We're gonna start off with the first segment. Gentlemen, what's on your desk? Show us
A lot.
something interesting on your desk, and
A lot.
preferably
Lot of-
not trash. Or
I was about
or
to say a
used-
lot of
I
trash.
have used used Kleenexes.
Mhm.
Jordan, show us that beautifully looking frame thing back there.
Well, there's all kinds of beautiful things behind me. I think we did this already on a stream, so I don't really see the point. But anyway.
I mean,
I want to learn more.
I don't remember
and I have
that piece of
something I
glass
want to
coming
show
up.
too.
oh,
No,
that's
no,
what this is
not-
really
no,
about.
no,
Stylus
not
wants
that.
to show something
Not
off.
that.
No,
no.
The other thing.
Hold on, you wanted to do this segment. We got to do it my way.
Okay.
My beautiful wife Amy made this for us for our 23rd anniversary. Or wait, hold
23rd
on.
is in 23
Wait a minute.
days.
No, wait a minute. No, for 1 year
23 hours.
anniversary we made this. No. And then maybe that one.
That was personal roast.
And then this one was for I think was actually our first anniversary. That was the second one. But this was the first picture we ever took together. And I was on our first date.
Aw.
And this, she had our vows handwritten and matted and framed like this in this gorgeous glass. So
That's
on
awesome.
my that, and then I think I already showed this. We went to San Diego, and my favorite plane, the SR-71 Blackbird, which is sitting outside. They have one, so I got to take one
Yeah.
home. And then a CQ CQ12 Allen and Heath mixer. This is gum that I chewed that I'm throwing away.
Wow, this is riveting.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
getting like to the. Yeah, I think we're safely saying
That
you
was
should stop
sweet.
now.
That
We've
was
seen
sweet.
enough.
Mhm.
I mean, you had
All
us
right.
at my wife in
Yes,
23
Nick,
years.
exactly.
Nick, your turn. Your turn.
Oh, I gotta show you. I mean, I actually have a super clean desk today. So I always keep a cleaner for my glasses. I've got a mouse. I've got a backup microphone because I've been having Focusrite issues. So it's right here. It's ready to go just in case. I just have to flip a switch.
We're just calling all kinds of people out this stream.
Well, I mean, look, we both know Focusrite is great until it's not. Like lately, it's been not okay. I mean, it was good for the first 5 years. Now it's like, I'm kind of tired. I think I'll lay down occasionally in the middle of a stream and just be like, there we go. I got water.
There goes that sponsorship.
Lots of water.
Yep.
Nice.
We offered that.
Is that Nest Life?
No, Pure Life. Pure Life.
Oh, Pure Life. Yeah, that's
Pure Life.
that's the Nestle stuff, right?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I don't ask. It was what the airport had.
Do you
I mean,
have a favorite bottled water?
No, I prefer it coming from the fridge and putting it in this. That's my favorite.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like.
I usually go with the smart water.
Same.
It's pretty
I can
good.
see it's working. It's getting better. I mean, I do have. I've got a touch screen on my. It's hard to see. Like I can. There we go. So
That's
this
cool.
is my touch screen. It's pretty awesome because then I can just hit. I can hit the screen. But it's also bad because then I go around trying to hit other screens and they never seem to operate as well. So, but it's.
I think some in clutch. You brought it to the office and used it in like random live streams and stuff before.
That's
You're
right.
like, touchscreen, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, no, and it is kind of fun, like to be able to, like when calls come in, I can just touch the call and pull it. I mean, it is very easy. When I have my TriCaster running on it or Meld, I can just punch buttons and it all works. So yeah, no, I mean, overall, I mean, that's my desk. It is actually kind of clean today. Now, everything below my desk, not so much. And the desk behind me, not so much. So.
Nice.
Shout out to Chris Verdugo in chat. Mirrored King Friday.
Oh,
I don't know
Mirrored
exactly
King
what that
Friday.
means, but is he mirrored? Why does he look like
what?
that?
Oh
What?
my gosh,
Very
I'm gonna
excited
freaking
about
start tearing up. Lord have mercy. Which chat?
Yeah, what chat are you seeing that in? LinkedIn?
Who is
Holy
Chris
crap.
Verdugo? I don't know who this is.
Dude. All right, I can tell this story. I think he was fine with me telling the story. So I did broadcast television one time. One time, right? So Chris was running. It was very like locked in production, and I was young. I was still in community college at the time, and that's amazing. So we go up there, and I'm like instantaneously like overwhelmed by everything. I've never seen any broadcast gear before. They've got a TC. They've got like, I mean, it's a legit studio and everything and stuff. And they've got this gigantic patch bay. I am there to run audio, which I thought at the time I knew. But we're about to go live on a show, and this is to cable. This is not a live stream. This is to cable. We go up, and one of the other engineers was trying.
Did we lose
Oh! He dropped.
him? Did he blue
In the
screen
moment.
in the middle of his story? No.
Yeah, he totally did pull him.
No. All right.
My gosh. That
Bye,
is
Jordan.
too funny. Didn't happen.
Jordan will be back in a second to finish his story. That's so sucks.
So funny.
Okay. While Jordan's coming back, I'll do my desk thing and we'll let him finish. Your
Hey, what is it
camera
you
is
wanted to show
mirrored.
us
Was
so bad?
trying to watch on LinkedIn was what Chris said. It I think it is mirrored. I'm not sure. Does that matter though?
It might be the
I don't know.
NDI settings, honestly. If he's using an NDI monitor, he may have, or NDI
Anyways,
tools.
so on my desk, funny
Yeah.
little story. This is one of the. I'm very fidgety. I'm very. I have a lot of things to fidget with while I'm either working or on calls or something. So I have a lot of coins. I have a few different coins. This is a Backblaze poker chip. Shout out to Backblaze. And it's in my daughter's like little ring toy, and I figured out it fits perfectly, so I could spin it like in there. It's very fun, but my fidgeting sometimes. All right, there's Jordan.
You want to bring him back in? All right, finish your desk, and then we'll get back to Jordan. Oh, he's not ready yet.
His camera's not there yet. We'll add him in a sec. But
Yeah.
my fidgeting sometimes goes to my downfall because I've been fidgeting with this. It's like a multi-tool. that I have, a little tiny one. And while I was like on a call one time, I was playing with it and I was like haphazardly playing with it in my fingers, and I shut it closed on my finger, like with like my mic unmuted. And I was like, it hurt really, really bad. So I was like, like mute. And like it took me a long time to get it open because I like one of my fingers is stuck. I can't get it open. And so I'm just like in pain from my own fidgeting, basically. So I have too many fidget toys and stuff like that on my desk, and that's mostly what's on my desk. Oh, I was about to add Jordan. Is he here? You back? You don't have audio, I don't think. Your audio shows not to be here.
No,
Jordan
no,
has a wonderful computer that works all of the time. It doesn't crash on him multiple times a day, and like ruin his recordings, ruin everything else. Chris Verdugo in chat says, I'm with Contra Costa Television.
That's
the
right.
section his visual aids was reversed. Oh, interesting. It looks normal for us. I wonder
Yeah,
if
yeah.
your
No, it's probably.
Hello.
They're
Nope.
here now.
You got me.
Yeah. I
Nick,
got you.
stop it. Oh my gosh. Good Lord.
Finish your story, Jordan.
Okay, yeah.
Now it's like, oh my gosh. But anyway, so this guy
Pulled a bunch of patch cables, didn't you?
did I already tell you this story?
Yeah. Well, me years ago, yes.
Yeah. So the guy was trying to be really nice. This other engineer showed me how things work, and he started unplugging and replugging in patch cables in front of me. So you can patch anything you want, all that stuff. And we go live on cable, and there's no sound, and we're getting calls from viewers angry that they can't hear anything. And Chris instantaneously looks at me, the brand new, essentially freaking child, and is like, what the frick? What are you doing? And I was just like, I'm getting audio. The TriCaster's getting audio. I don't know what the problem is. And then the other guy comes back over. He's like, oh, and repatches it. And I was like, dude, that is the most stressed I have ever been. So I was like, I need to take some time to understand broadcast before I come back in and do this. So,
And Chris is saying, you never came back, man. You never came
did
back.
not. I did not, because I needed time. I needed time
to figure
that
too
out.
bad.
So no, that wasn't it. I just realized. I was like, dude, you are not, like, if you are not ready to roll, like, if you do not know, like, every last bit of that system, you do not deserve to be on that production. So, like I said, at the time, I did not. So I decided to bow out gracefully. Yeah, that was something. I'd like to think I've made a little more progress. By the way, it was my computer's fault. It wasn't me. But my lord, it was really cool. Chris gave me my first shot.
He pulled a patch cable again.
In broadcast. So
well, thank you, Chris, for joining the chat. Thank you for giving us a fun story too to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 more quick segments left. On to the next one, which is called Broadcast Hot Takes. I'm going to kick this one off, and then you guys are put on the spot to try to think of one really quickly. So my broadcast hot take is that this might be a hot take depending on who you are. This might not be, but I didn't think this a couple years ago until I started trying to record videos and using scripts and that sort of thing. But I think the teleprompter is the most undervalued, and it's the most what's the word, like, underrated thing in the television studio, and it's the most important thing that you should have, besides maybe a good camera. I don't know. There's some things that you can maybe argue, but I think it's so far up there that people don't really think about it. They don't think television studio, and they're like, most people in their mind, I don't think immediately think teleprompter. I think teleprompter is so important. It really, like, makes or breaks stuff and the content of things and how things, like, kind of flow with that, unless you're very, very, very good live. So that's my hot take. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what you're doing, and and the attitude of the video that you want. If you just go up, like, there's a reason why, to me, why newscasters have such a sing-songy, like, cadence to when they talk. It's very, like, it's the same way every time. And there's a reason for that, because they're reading it directly in front of them. And if they just have the same, essentially, song that they sing when they do it, all of it sort of sounds like they know what they're talking about. But if you're wanting something that sounds natural, it's really, like, you really have to put a lot of, like, thought into your delivery while you're reading it, which only comes from, like, practicing it a bunch. So yeah, exactly.
Rehearsal.
Nick knows that. He used a teleprompter for years. So yeah, same thing.
I still use it. I mean, I'm using it right now. No,
I
really am.
The original thoughts.
But I use it for something different now. So, I mean, because my monitor is actually over here. So you guys would basically get the side of my head the entire time as I'm looking at you all. So instead, I'm using NDI to push it into
that's
my teleprompter.
Problem is I can't.
Yeah. So, so for me, this allows me just to maintain eye contact with you guys and the audience and everything together. So I use it in Teams calls. I use it all day long just to maintain a continuity of connection with people at a distance.
Actually, really cool. I never really even thought about that.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
to me, that's one of the most important things. Like when we look at like Zooming and Teaming and all these, like, not so much live streams, just meetings. I think one of the number one things that I'm always trying to talk to, like, our CEO about and other people is, can we make a better connection between you and the audience, right? If you got 1,000 people watching this and you're a little postage stamp in the corner to a presentation, you start to lose the connection and the emotion and the value in the moment, right? So can I reconnect you to the audience by getting you face to face? I mean, you read books like In the Blink of an Eye, where, you know, the author is really talking about the eyeballs as the gateway to the editorial process, right? Like editing on blinks and maintaining visual eye contact. All these things are so important to us emotionally and connecting to the content, that if this is our show the entire time, I just think people start, you don't have that connection. it's not as enjoyable. So look at them all go wide-eyed now. For me, I agree with you. Teleprompter is really, really important, but not in the same way. Like when we do scripted stuff, I'm all in the teleprompter. I mean, I control it myself because then I can manage the pacing as it kind of goes and speed up and slow down. So I love having a teleprompter for everything. It's so much fun. I need a bigger one though. As I get older, I want it to be larger.
I want the Elgato teleprompter. That's what I want. It's so small, but it like works.
I use my
Jordan, what's your hot take, Jordan? While Jordan's thinking, Chris says, I know the engineer that you're talking about. He made things more complicated than they needed to be. Often engineers do. That's
funny because
want to call anybody out.
Jordan has now taken on that role.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
Making things more complicated. Yeah, it's true. It's
true. That's his daily. Am I making this more
full
complicated?
Circle.
Yes, but it's okay. We're getting to
the other funny part about that story was I also learned, because I learned two things. One, don't make things more complicated than they need to be. 2, don't change anything right before the show. 3, and this wasn't Chris, this was somebody else on the team at the time. When the large, burly combat veteran says that he will put the mic on his wife and you do not need to do it, just listen. Just go. Just go with it. Just say, I'm sure he'll figure it out. No, no. Thank God I had nothing to do with miking anybody that day, but I witnessed it firsthand. So yeah, I would say that my hot take is, and this sort of ties into my nerd news. AI is a tool, but we are nowhere. To me, we are nowhere close to AI taking anybody's jobs creatively, and I'll tell you why. And a lot of people have these conversations.
Sam Altman would very much disagree with you.
Oh, he wants to. He really wants to. But the thing is that if you want true like mind to like video, it's just not so simple as just ask it what you want. So like LF, which I'll talk about when we get to nerd news, is like, it's a wonderful invention. for very, very, very basic things. It's not, and it's still, again, it's still a tool that someone needs to use, and it is 100% not foolproof, especially when you're asking it to do something that no one has ever seen before, that it isn't trained on. So like, you know, if you ask it to create the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things, it only can attempt to do that because it's seen what the Mind Flayer looks like. Trying to get anything out of your own brain is a painful process for most AIs. It's not just, well, you're not prompting right. It's like, it doesn't matter. You can prompt really well with JSON prompts, or, you know, with just really, really good, you know, plain English prompts that are very detailed. But anything that it does not immediately understand from its own training data, it struggles wildly with, and is exorbitantly expensive to go through the iterations that you need just for a 5 or 8 second clip. So I don't think it's there for a lot of things.
I'll go first really quick, but yes, and I've experienced that a lot with having to, like, I have something in my brain because I can't draw. I'm not a good like artist. I can't do stuff. I can do some like graphic stuff and whatever, and I can maybe do some like really bad sketches, but trying to, because that's what I'm using it for a lot of the times, is like trying to get something out of my brain onto, you know, into AI and get it to have my brain under the paper or whatever. And yeah, I have to do either prompts that are like super detailed, and like even then it doesn't always get it, or if it's like whatever, I try this AI, it works, or try this AI, gives me a different thing, I try this one, it like is maybe a little better, or I have to like, all right, change this, where if I could just freaking draw, I could do it. Like, you know, not that
that's
long.
the thing, and I think that's where a lot of people are gonna sort of come into their you know, consistently come into their own, is that when a director asks for something, they don't want to beg the cinematographer to do it for them. They want to just do it. Like, just point the camera at that thing. We have the money, we have the capability, we're going to make $1 billion off of this Marvel video or Marvel movie. Just do it the way that I say the first time. And I want complete and utter instantaneous control over whatever that is. AI completely does not give you that. Go ahead, Nick.
I'm going to say it's not going to be consistent to every industry, right? I think you're right to a certain degree. Video right now, if you look at that link I sent out a couple weeks ago, I think it was CNET or one of those, the video they made was really interesting, but if you really go and watch it up close, you can see the errors. You can see the you know, the spots where it made a mistake or didn't keep the character consistent from breach to breach. And then if you watch their breakdown of it, it's got a ton of failed videos, right? I mean, they made something like 1,000 individual clips to get to this 2 or 3 minute video. So you're right, it's not all there in terms of speed, but it does allow you to grab maybe some moments or create some extra footage, some extra B-roll, a couple of shots here and there that ordinarily would be too expensive to do. So I think it has, you know, there's sort of pros and cons to it in that regard. But so maybe it's not knocking out the film industry right now, but it's going to really mess up a bunch of other industries. You know, the long haul trucking just got launched by one of the companies in Texas, where they're now transporting, you know, at night across Texas with autonomous trucks. It's all AI. Right. So, I mean, so certainly now there's a bunch of autonomous trucking that's taking away some jobs.
Was it you that originally said that you believed that it might be where the trucks go, like on the long hauls, are AI?
Yeah, it's interstate work, right? Where the truck is doing the easy part, going city to city, and then it pulls into a depot and a human takes it the last mile, right? Where it's the complicated spots. But that was early on. Now you look at Tesla. I was at the I was at that arcade the other day with my brother, and he hit his phone and called his Tesla over to him, and it pulled out of the parking spot and started to roll his way. And then there was an arrow on the ground that made that road one way, and it couldn't get to him, right? But still, that car was coming for him. So I mean, I think it's just it's getting better and better. So yes, eventually AI is going to affect. McKinsey, who we're working with as a company right now, just put out their own messaging on, hey, all these young interns that we hire to sift data and create presentations, AI is doing it better and faster. Right. So there are ramifications. I don't think it's consistent from industry to industry. And as the AI improves and grows, then it will continue to evolve and knock out more opportunities. Now, on the other hand, we use it constantly, right? Did it replace any of us? No. It's just improving our speed and efficiency and workflow and giving us new ideas to churn through rather than, our same old ideas over and over again. So it's not consistent, but it is painful for certain industries.
Yeah. What's your hot take?
Hot take. No. So this is interesting. So I was watching, I don't know if you guys just heard, Disney is going to get rid of Hulu. Hulu is going to go away. That. Right. So I think this is an interesting one because we saw the
monopoly.
Well, no, the early adoption of all the streaming platforms, right? It was like, cool, I can get out of cable and I can move to streaming. And then suddenly you realize you have $120 in streaming fees from all the different platforms you're on. Then all the platforms started merging. Now you've got Warner Brothers and HBO splitting again, right? It's like they're now going to become two separate companies. ESPN just announced a new streaming platform that they're going to split out and do on their own. So I think it's interesting that we're sort of watching this evolution of the streaming market contract and grow, where it was everybody needed to have a platform. Half the platforms didn't survive and they got ingested into other platforms. Now we're realizing, hey, people have likes. I mean, if you really look at the HBO split, it was about, there was a segment of people that wanted high value content, not Honey Boo Boo, right? And so putting Honey Boo Boo right next to Game of Thrones wasn't a good idea. So now we're saying, okay, well, let's put Honey...
downright archaic reference at this point, but okay.
Nah.
Oh my
got it.
I did.
But that's my point, right? It's like now we're seeing the separation of, look, people have certain types of content they want and they're going to pay for just that content and that desire, right? And so we're seeing more and more of this. Yeah, of saying like, hey, here's the spot for, for trashy Learning Channel content. If that's what you're into, here's your high-end, content. Here's your Disney stuff. So I think it's just interesting to continue to watch this market kind of evolve. I don't think it's really figured itself out yet. I think we're continuing to see successes and failures within the space. We can point to Warner Brothers, HBO as a failure, right? Because obviously now they're splitting that thing up and putting it back to the way it was. And then you look at, Disney saying, well, do we really need to have two apps? So why don't we just merge all of this into one? Which probably was originally, hey, we're going to put the darker content on Hulu, where it's, safe for kids, and our cheery, smiley, happy-go-lucky stuff is on the Disney platform. But now that's like, okay, do I really need to have two apps? No. Let's merge all those into one. So it's just interesting to watch this continual evolution of what the streaming market is and how that goes. But all in all the numbers still state that more people have YouTube subscriptions than anything else, right? So more people are getting their content in short form, in long form, in mid form, in non-entertainment form, so to speak.
So tempted to buy YouTube subscriptions.
I've
said no to YouTube people for so long.
Are you talking about subbing, like paid subs to individual channels, or are you talking about the YouTube Premium?
Just YouTube content in general. More people are consuming YouTube content, and that is the go-to for news and other information more than any of the traditional outlets.
I thought I was never going to do it, and I did it because I wanted to download videos to my phone while I was on the plane.
That's the biggest thing.
I've never looked back. I don't care about any of the YouTube Premium content at all, but the additional functionality of the app is, and no ads and downloads was really all.
I found a workaround for the playing with your screen off. There's a web browser called Brave that lets you do it.
Yeah,
I do that.
It's just a waste.
It's extra steps, so I'm very tempted to get it, but. Don, I see you in the YouTube chat. I don't know why your comments are coming through, but I DM'd you the correct LinkedIn link, so that is in there if you want to chat on LinkedIn.
He was in it, didn't he?
I see you in there. I can't see his. I can't see his thing for some reason. It says messages.
We need to do a test stream before we do the next one to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, probably. We need to figure out what's going on with this, and I need to not lose my voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm back.
And I think that's. Oh no, we need to go to news. Nerd news is next, everybody. I know
Nerd
we already
news.
kind of talked about it. I didn't
Noise.
mention my piece though. I think Nick, you kind of mentioned yours, and also, I wasn't expecting that to go. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oops, wrong one. Let's go to this one. I wasn't expecting that to go to streaming. That went to a
What?
turn, but that was cool. The broadcast hot takes. That was just
Well, that
interesting.
is the modern broadcast era, is it not?
It is.
Mhm.
It is. No, I just didn't think about it. So that's cool. But
That's
I'll
why it's a
start
hot
here
take.
with my cool thing. Let me hit share. Oh wait, I already am screen sharing. There we go.
I'm loving all of this music. Great.
Yeah, I got some good ones. I might have to switch to the AI one in a little bit.
What
I'm running
is
out.
going on up here?
So can you see? I think you guys can see my screen.
Yeah.
This is kind of a weird, bad thing, but this is something that I was like, I got an ad for, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Is
So
this
this
what I
is
think it is?
basically
Yeah.
this is basically like a air tag, but with like more functionality that you can use to like find people in like concerts is what they market it to, and you can like find
this
your
was
friends and stuff.
Not South. This was it's South by Southwest. One of the other big festivals they launched this at, and as a way to find your friends.
They did it.
Right.
I think they did it at like Coachella or something.
Yeah,
too.
that's what it was. But yeah, so if you, as long as all your friends are holding onto it, you can find them
Yeah.
in the festival somewhere.
And-
And then I think there's a safety alert too, like I need a drink, and I need it made with
Right.
vodka, and then hit a
There's
button, your
stuff
friends
like-
will bring it.
There's stuff like that, and it's so like I saw this and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then like this is like one of those things that just like has stuck in my mind for like the last day or so is that just thinking about it, and I feel like there's not enough like GPS or like related tech really. I feel like there's like air tags and stuff, but it's like that doesn't really do what you would want to do in like this kind of situation. And I feel like there's more kind of use cases even for this than just
How much is it?
That's the other crazy part. It's actually pretty reasonable. It's like 60 or 70 bucks. Like it's not that
Okay.
crazy.
I mean, you got to
I
convince
thought
all
it
the
was
rest of your
gonna
friends
be-
to do it, but
Right.
and they have packs too. They have like like bundles that you can like buy 5 totems for 57 each, or
I mean, it is the last
$70
problem
for
I
one.
ever would have thought needed to be solved. But I mean, you got to give it to him, dude. Like,
Well, you're not allowed to stick
One at the
air
bottom.
tags in people's bags anymore, so
no cell service or Wi-Fi required is the big one. I wonder what its range
Yeah.
is.
It's cool though. I mean, I want something like this, but I don't know, because I have like Find My Phone on like my phone or whatever, like Find My iPhone and stuff like that. But I feel like there's some more untapped potential in some markets with like the navigation or like some sort of GPS thing like this.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool. I've never saw anything like this, and it's kind of one of those ideas that's like, oh, didn't
I
think
take
about
back my
that,
initial
but I see
reaction. It is still hilarious that this is a problem. That needs to be solved.
I mean, have you been to a big show before, like Warped Tour or anything like that?
Yeah,
It is hard to find people. It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's why we always go in groups to the bathroom, boys.
Yep.
I don't do that. I do not do that.
I hold my
Oh,
we hold
Lord.
hands at the urinal.
Oh gosh.
All right, that was my. It's not really news, but it was a cool product that I saw, and I was like, this has been on my mind a little bit. And I wanted to share it. Kind of cool piece.
I got a quick one. If you want.
No, I don't want.
Have you guys seen this?
What?
This
You mean
is showrunner? So basically,
That's just
they're
Rick and Morty.
trying. Well, yeah, it's just it's a lot of ripoffs. But basically, what it is what they're trying to do is you put yourself in a television show. So they AI create a TV show and you're in it, just a few prompts. I've seen what this is supposed to be. Like, I've seen some of the output. It's really bad. At least the output I saw was really, really bad.
Is there an example?
I can find it. Yeah, hold on.
I mean, is it taking an existing property and adding you to it, or is it creating something new in sort of the tone of an existing property?
It's I think it's taking, well, I mean, it's definitely taking the visual styles of already created stuff. But like this was made 4 days ago. And this is from AI late class. You want to pause real quick?
Yeah.
This was made, yeah. So like I said, this is from late to class on YouTube. This is what the output looks like.
You know, Mark, in France, they don't call it a quarter pounder. They call it a royal with cheese.
A royal with cheese. That's fascinating. What do they call a Big Mac?
A Big Mac? They call it Le Big Mac. Very classy, very French. Tremendous name.
The Big Mac? That's not very creative. I mean, it's just adding Lee to Big Mac.
Well, Mark, not everyone's a genius like me. Or you, I guess. But mostly me.
I guess we should iterate on burger names. Optimize them for global appeal.
Global appeal? Mark, you're talking to the guy who made Make America Great Again, the most famous slogan in the world.
Yeah, but did it come with fries?
Hey, welcome to AI Late to Class. Got a really...
What?
So, oh, love it. I had this. I mean, I had this concept a long time ago that it's like we're gonna get to this point where you can
It's
just
like
make
an animator's like first project. You know,
that's yeah. I mean, there's another one called Replicant that we experimented with a little bit that does a lot of the same things, but it's 3D. It's not 2D. But it's like, again, like, is that what people want to watch? I mean, there are writers for a reason. Like,
yeah.
like South Park, you could AI generate, and people probably have generate South Park. It will not be South Park though. So I don't really understand what they think is going to come of this.
I disagree with this one to a certain degree. I don't think we need more South Parks, but there are so many creative people out there that have no animation skills whatsoever. Right?
That's not what this is. That's not what they're trying to do with this. This isn't a tool to do this. This is just you sit down at the TV and watch them.
No, like, but if you look at the end of that, he was showing how he generated the script. There was more coming. I thought this was a platform for creating content.
I don't know.
Animation characters.
I don't know. I thought this was. I mean, they're trying to talk. They're saying it in the news as like
platform
the Netflix,
doesn't make
Netflix
make sense.
What's the name of this?
Showrunner.xyz, which sounds like a scam.
Yeah, Tool might make sense, but as Netflix or like a show that you just watch, I don't know.
Yeah, create animated shows and scenes. Being your
Don says feels like a
tone,
Black Mirror cool tech goes wrong.
True. Yeah, it does. Good call, Don. Yeah. But I mean, the way that, like I said, the way that they keep talking about it is not like this is a tool for creators. They're talking about this like this is a potential at some point replacement to Netflix. To where
no. I see what they're doing here.
Saying.
This is crowdsourced content. So Exit Valley is one of the shows on here, and then different people can submit script ideas and add to the script and continue the story. So this is, I mean, and I think this is kind of where the world is going in AI, right? Where I don't need to hire an animation team, but I've trained this AI how to animate these particular characters, what voices are going to be used, and now I just need somebody to give it a script. And so this is kind of some of the prevailing thoughts that are going to be coming in the world of AI where, hey, I have a particular type of video game I like. Why do I need to wait for a developer to make it? Why can't I have an AI make that game for me, right?
Because it's never going to be the same. It's physically impossible for it to get the level of detail it needs to have functional detail.
Yeah, okay, but be fair. A lot of people play Roblox. That's the worst looking thing on the face of the earth to me. Like, I'd rather see Minecraft videos.
Most of them are 5.
Yeah, no. It's got a much bigger audience than you think. So what I'm saying is not everybody is into high-res gaming. Some people just like the functionality. Not everybody. I mean, South Park has the most rudimentary animation on Earth. It's paper mache effectively, right?
Yeah, if it was
Yet it's
if
the
it
number
was
one show running
actually
for.
really good content, I could see this maybe working.
But again, you're gonna have they're what I like to call user generated cesspools.
Yeah.
Every time that they do, like, they open it up to anything, open it up to the community. They did this, Silas, I know you're familiar with this. Nick, you might be. Gary's Mod. Perfect example of extreme low barrier to entry for Gary's Mod mods. And when you look at Gary's Mod,
And animation.
and animation, but when you look at what comes out of it for the user base, a lot of it is absolute garbage. It's low effort garbage. I would much rather have somebody whose whole job is make something great.
If Reddit has proved anything, is there's an audience for everything, right? There's enough people in every one of these little channels, and if you can craft content for that audience that gets them watching it and gets some ad rev on it.
But those are people that are putting time and effort into their thoughts. This is a quick prompt, like in between bathroom breaks.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
So are most memes that go viral.
I mean, I guess these tools exist now, not in Showrunner. Like, you can, like I said, you can use Replicant. Again, you can use lots of different things to be able to do the same thing. So I don't know.
All these tools are great, but they're really well unknown, and they still require a level of expertise. And if somebody were to package this up to say, hey, pick your characters, pick your voices, and submit your script, I think there's tons of people out there that have funny ideas, funny thoughts, interesting, bent, and they need a platform to create that content. And I think this is the problem: is we're already overwhelmed with tons of content all the time. Right? Yeah. Everybody's a producer. Everybody's an artist. Everybody's in everything. There's so much coming at us. Is how do you sift through it to find the good stuff? This is
what I mean. Do we need that though? Do we need more stuff to sift through? Do we need more chaff?
Well,
else we do.
SaaS is what makes the world go round, man.
We've spent quite a bit of time on this.
Sorry.
I get both of your points, and I think we'll have to see where it goes. I don't know. Says cool, not. At the end of the day, this is maybe just another AI not this platform, an AI product that may or may not, go anywhere in the end.
We're all still friends.
You got some comments on YouTube. No.
What we got?
Chris says, didn't this happen on YouTube? AI creating dystopian animations for children. Not just that, but also just really weird content in general, and like acting and just. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, to me, the barrier to entry, it's low. It's been low for the last like 5 to 7 years, like extremely low. So yeah.
Don says people can make a personal video with it of their little family adventures for their kids. The cult of the child alive and well with modern helicopter parents. I think I get what you're saying.
They're called drone parents now.
Where the parent says exactly what they want, like their child to look at, like, or a lesson that they need to learn. It's like, oh, you need to learn to be grateful for the things you have. I'll just tell the AI to use the character that he loves to explain.
Make Cocomelon make my baby behave.
Don't you mess with my Cocomelon. That got me through a lot of tough times.
Cocomelon.
We're a no Cocomelon house here.
Are you a Miss Rachel house? Well, you already have your own Miss Rachel.
True.
You have a Mrs. Rachel.
We are dangerously low on time for even our main segment here.
All right,
we spent a lot of time on our regular one. So we're gonna do producers react to production fails and some wins. I curated some of the best posts I could find on Reddit, Facebook, and LinkedIn from some different sources. It's some AV fails, some production fails with some audio things, and some things that were so cool in a win that I had to share them. Let me pull it up.
While you pull it up, Jeff, love this. It doesn't show.
It isn't working right now. I don't know why. Really? The overlays and stuff aren't working right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, our good friend Jeff Briggs says one man's chaff is another man's masterpiece. That needs to be on a shirt or a plaque somewhere.
All right, welcome to Producers React, my show where I found some funny stuff on the internet.
All right, do it.
And Canva is super awesome because it can load videos in Reddit and stuff, and I don't have to even export
Yes, it can.
I'm sorry.
This
Wait.
might take you a second.
Go back. Was that tied to an onion? Is that the audio line? What is that?
It's like the rigging for the
No.
lighting is tied to a leaf
No, it's tied to an onion.
or something. I don't know what that is, but
I'm assuming that lead got free and this dude's messing around. That must be it. That's got to be it. Because I don't think
kind of hilarious.
I don't think those ties do anything. They don't. I don't see them on the other side either.
It could just be support so it doesn't sway, like with wind and stuff.
I thought that was. I thought that was the DMX cable for the.
This one is a huge win, though. I saw this Milk Buff on Video Engineering PTZ helmet broadcasting with a high vision and Stream Go hub stuff in his backpack.
It's a UE70, so it's a Panasonic with a high vision pro.
I thought this was kind of sick.
How is he powering it?
When we did this, we powered it with a little lunchbox battery.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. He's on rollerblades, so I assume he's doing some sort of like production or something, and he's rolling around. But super cool use case, and just
so someone else
back
is controlling the camera somewhere else.
Probably, yeah. He's probably just basically the I don't know, like the runner of the truck of.
This is one of those moments where I say like this is the heart wipe on the switcher. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh man,
I don't know if I love the PTZ part of this, but I could totally.
I think that's
see,
the
like,
only part that matters. I think that's the only part that matters with this. You might as well use a GoPro or an Insta360 if you're doing this.
Yeah,
but
I think it would have been cooler with an Insta360, so you could pan around at will, right? You know,
yeah.
But
there might be better options than the Panasonic for sure.
Well, and I see they're getting camera control over High Vision's data bridge, so they are controlling the camera and being able to zoom and pan it, which would be harder to do with an Insta, because you got to make those
impossible to do with an Insta
software.
Yeah,
very interesting. Disturbing.
We could. I mean, we have PTZ cameras, so we could do something similar to this totally. But I could see this working, especially with like a Marshall camera or something that we have like really small. You could even put it in like the helmet or something.
We already converted one to a shotgun mic, so a
Lord.
PTZ shotgun mic.
Well, we did.
First in the world. We should have posted that on this Reddit post.
We should have. Yeah. And we took our Canon outside and we powered it with a battery. So
that's very possible. Similar to this. You just had to strap it to your head, then it would have been the same thing. All right, moving on. Next one. This one's for Jordan mostly. So it's cut off a little bit.
Oh no!
Oh my bad.
I can see it. I can see what's happening. Good Lord.
I'm gonna do it like this for now.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. What am I seeing here, Jordan?
Does Nick get it?
I mean, I hope he does. Nick, that's a electric drum that someone has felt the need to mic.
I wouldn't have. I don't know drums well enough to know that. So.
Oh man. You know what's funny though? I will say this one thing. There is one situation to which this is necessary. In the event that the trigger dies, and if that's the snare, you use the mic as a trigger. That's not gonna happen.
Very unlikely.
Yeah, but still, heavens. Oh gosh. That's like those clips where you see somebody who's mic'd the amp head instead of the amp cab. that's something.
All right, so here's another one. Really big production fail.
Whoa! Why are we? That hurts. I'm not sure.
We can't hear anything. You didn't share.
Why are you beating us up? What did we do?
I know. What did we do? He's having us listen to something that we can't hear.
I
don't
know.
You
understand.
can't hear it. You can't hear
No.
it.
No, we're
No,
not getting
because
Oh,
you didn't share the
my bad.
tab audio.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
My bad. I thought you.
This
Did. I didn't hear
Nice.
It's
that.
a meta fail, Nick. He
It's
failed on
the-
showing the
this
fail.
Is, yeah, there you go.
Golly.
I'm just teasing.
Apologies
you
to
guys.
Don Regal for besmirching the great Bolin name live on
This
air.
wasn't
This
their
is a-
fault. This was
our
us.
fault.
Nick, I'll explain what happened in this live stream. Nick is showing how great the NDI network monitor tool is, and then our stream crashed, and it was showing that there was a gigantic spike in
Very fun.
failure. Yeah, it was. Oh my god.
That's my tease of our fail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might need to open this one.
Is this something that we need to hear again?
No,
Oh, is that an LG? Oh, it is.
It's a QNID.
I'm gonna skip forward a little bit because it takes a little
Is
while.
this TV going to come crashing down?
Oh,
watch the ladder go. The ladder's going.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Going,
whoa,
going.
whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is in slow motion.
It's like a CCT cam, so it's very low frame rate.
Is the TV coming down
The
with him?
TV
Oh, he held as long as possible. I appreciate him.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Appreciate He's going to
guillotine.
guillotine him. Is this
Oh.
appropriate for a live
Dude,
audience?
Oh,
Oh, number
my
2 comes down as well.
Lord.
Oh, that panel flexed. That panel
Oh.
bowed.
Gosh.
So call your
Guys.
friends at Almo. You're going to need to find out if they have another one of those in stock.
Yeah.
This is
Oh
why
my
you work with a professional reseller that works
Oh,
with JB&A.
look at-
so we
look
can
at the
get you some
ankle on
good
that dude. It is-
screens.
Oh,
Busted
yeah.
his-
He might have broken something.
Yeah.
Good
It's why you don't go with rookies. You don't try to DIY it. You
Mhm.
get someone good. So this is one I have to pause for a second here. I saw this post and I was like, well, yeah, that's not great. But
Is that
it
on a
looks like
lift?
it's not.
No,
it
it's
looks like
all
not
thread.
hanging. It's
It's
not
hanging.
hanging onto the ceiling tile. It's going through it, so it's not.
Yeah, it's going through the
clean,
ceiling tile, so it's
but
connected
it's
to
at
all
least,
thread
I
up in
think,
the ceiling.
safe. I think it's still safe and fine.
Why is that even helpful?
It looks
You
like they
can't
ran out of
access
room.
any of it.
Oh,
I don't think you're
thanks. You really
supposed
need
to,
to?
per se. This is a lot of stuff you like leave
That-
and like you service. We lose him again.
Yeah, that is. Oh, I think he is so bedrazzled by this moment here that he's like, "What am I even?"
That's a
looking at?"
great freeze frame for Jordan. Should I
This
full
is-
screen that for him?
We're recording right now.
Hold on. Let's just be a little funny here. All right, tell us, Jordan. What do you think?
Hold on, I'll snap that for later. There we go.
Good.
Still
Good,
image done. Yeah.
cute.
Carry forward.
Which is weird. This will be Jordan's reaction.
I was gonna take him out of the screen.
This
Dust
is a
bunnies,
Particularly
Holy
bad one.
Nikes.
So I go to my brother's house, every so often to visit, and I have to ask him if he's cleaned his computer recently. It doesn't quite look this bad, but I've had to scold him a little bit for not having the decency to clean up his computer and get some cakiness to it. So I don't think people when stuff is installed too, a lot of times they don't. I don't know if it really gets around to being. People don't think to check on this stuff and clean it and actually, take care of their gear. So that's unfortunate.
Anything with a fan
Yeah,
has the potential.
it happens. All right, we're about at 3:00. We could probably
Yeah.
do one more.
Oh
here's
no,
a-
that's wrong. You are not allowed to pull stuff from like 10 years ago.
You sound so tired in this video. You sound
Because you got
like-
to know the background story on this. That we were. So this was okay. So here's what's going on. We're setting up the show. We're getting all this ready for an event, and we're testing everything out. And Jeff runs in. Well, you need to make us a video on it. I'm like, we will tomorrow after we've had sleep and food and everything's ready. No, we need it now. You just need to do it. Like just grab a camera and do it right now. And I'm like, I'm not even dressed. Like I'm in my JB. I'm like, I threw on a jacket, but I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt because we're just in our dungarees at this point, trying to get everything functional before the audience walks in. He's like, no, we need this now. And
I
so,
missed this fail. What did you do?
He's
Sorry,
making
I forgot
fun of
this
me.
one was next. I was doing my second tease of a really old video of Nick where he sounds super tired and he's
Really?
he's off
Aw.
the cuff and just
Wait,
Delana
so
put me
you
on
can't-
this one.
so we can't hear
that
this?
one's Delena's.
Who showed you this?
No, I'm not going to be able to do this.
Oh,
It's a
dang it.
joke. Delana sent this to me.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Look, I mean, this was an exhausting night. It's the end of the night. We're all burnt
Aw.
out trying to get this. And Jeff's like, "You got to film it now." And I'm like, "I'm not even like."
I can
yes.
hear him say
No,
that.
now it needs to happen now. And so I'm like, let me turn on the camera. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Yeah, this was one of our very first videos.
Nick, it doesn't have to be perfect. You could just do it. Just do it real quick. You know the stuff. You got to do it. I can
Yeah,
hear it say
That's
it.
exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. God rest his soul, all the way.
Oh my
to
gosh.
Marin County and back. I mean, like,
Oh man.
it was
That is hilarious.
that was awful.
Well, that was a wonderful episode. We're about at time. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to cut it here.
That's reason on Vanny to cut.
Get
the
another
show short.
reason. And I only blue screen twice, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only twice.
Wow.
Mhm.
This has been a wonderful
Got that
episode of the
computer, not me.
Unbox Possible Show. Thank you for everyone that tuned in, Dog and John and Chris particularly. I have more in this slideshow. We'll come back to this in the future episode, but until next
If
time,
you've got some fails out there, then
Yeah,
send
send
them
them
to
to
us, and we'll diagnose them on the show and tell you where you went wrong, or we'll tell you what.
Should I
you
point the
could've done
camera at my computer? That's a pretty good fail. Yeah.
better. Oh,
this whole stream.
honestly, too much fun. All right,
See
everybody.
you guys next time.
Catch y'all
Thank you.
in 2 weeks.
Love you guys.